By the end of the next decade, NASA is planning on going back to the moon. Now, technology, it has changed so much since 1969 when they originally landed on the moon. So NASA's been developing new technologies, new spacecraft, new structures to help them get back. And with any new plan like this, huge concern, safety, and it should be. With that being said, NASA has begun testing the new concepts and vehicles to help them get back to the moon. And this thing behind me, it's part of the testing. It's called the Flight Test Article for the Launch Abort System. What does that mean? Let me help you break it down. The vehicles that NASA will be using in their new exploration plans will look very similar to the Apollo vehicles used back in the 1960s and 70s, but these will be much more advanced. NASA's new spacecraft will include the Ares rockets that will carry crew and cargo into space, the Altair lunar lander that will bring crews down to the lunar surface, and finally there will be the Orion capsule that will house NASA astronauts during liftoff and return to Earth. So you see, this flight test article is a mock-up of that Orion capsule I was just talking about. Yeah, but why would NASA need a mock-up like this? In the unlikely event that the astronauts need to escape from the launch pad quickly, the launch abort system will lift the Orion capsule away from the danger area, 1 mile in the air and 1 mile downrange. Parachutes will deploy, and the capsule will come down for a landing. So before astronauts fly in this capsule, NASA must test it to be sure it operates properly and that it's safe. That's where the flight test article comes in. NASA can't rely on computer simulations alone, so they need to test a full-scale unmanned version of the craft. It will be strapped onto the escape rocket motor and fired to make sure that everything works as planned. The results of this test will help NASA make sure everything is in working order and give some reassurance that this system will keep the crews safe. By now, if you didn't already know it before, you've heard me say NASA first went to the moon back in 1969. But did you know that tons of the materials developed for those first moon missions can be found in our daily lives? That's right. You can find some NASA-inspired technologies in your home, your car, your computer, even in the packaging for the food we eat.